New Iraq, Kevin Lynch does all the dirty work for. I've been fighting these guys since 2010. So let me show you this. So this is the third investor lawsuit. It's out of San Francisco. Now it's interesting. Class period March 15th, 2023. Now why is that the class period? And again, that's all my work. Kevin Lynch, I'm the guy that documented that heavily. I'll show you why. So here's this scam. Lovely chart, right? I mean, people are arguing with me in here. I'm short, but I've been battling them since the beginning. I mean, let me show you something. These are all NUSCALE videos. I have hundreds of them. That's NUSCALE in February 17th, 2015 in the Utah State Legislature while in session. That's me fighting. It's against a lot of lobby while they're in session. I caught them while they were in session. You know, they can gift, which they did gift. Check the date on that. That's inside the legislative process in 2015 in the state capitol. So, I have hundreds of them. I've been at these things. I was at them, I mean, at Idaho National Lab over and over and over on my radio show. There I am. One's at 2019. I mean, there's just hundreds of them. You know? So, let's get back to this lawsuit, show you why the class period is the class period as far as the lawsuit. Shareholders ignore 5.5. No, stay with this is important. Where's the SEC? Where is the SEC? Okay, I want you to look at these dates. This is important. That's the CEO, Jose Reyes, who's not related to Sean Reyes. How do I know he's not related to Utah State Journal? I don't know. And this is all Utah, and I'm in Utah. 7th generation I've been found. I'm in Utah. They scanned. Where's somebody protecting the Utahns? I mean, it came right out of our bill. Amps, they ripped us off. I knew they were ripping us off. I pay a power bill. They ripped us off. Nothing. But here's why the class period. Reyes biggest insider 12 months. Single tranche 2.2 at $11.65. Now they knew. Now it's not just Reyes. Colbert. He sold every share he had. You know, there's tons of articles out like this because it's trackable information. July 2023, but the sale was earlier than that. They've got the class period on because they knew that AMPS was falling apart, which is Utah, which was a scam from the beginning. And so I'll be back in California, the marine biologist in the desert of Utah, just looking at tide ball charts. So it's such a sham. So they took it public in 2021. I'm like, oh, I'm going to take Easter Bunny. I'm going to take the Santa Claus. They already knew it was a scam. So Tim Martin, who's recovering from open heart surgery right now in Oregon, he and I worked hard on this because it was the Oregon company. He was in Corvallis. He was staying in Corvallis where this sham was supposedly cracked up, Oregon State University. So they had a big plant up there in Corvallis, and he said they were driving around Bugattis and freaking dressing in their Patagonian gear, and they had this plant. He would go into it, and he says they had all this really high-tech gear that was NUSCALE. They would parade the investment bankers through it, the venture capitalists. As soon as they went through that dog and pony show, he says the place emptied out and they were just gone. It was a sham from the beginning. Now stay with me. Do you know about Kenwood Financial? Kenwood Financial was the original funding. Now the way it works here in the United States of usury, you have to get the private funding. Now under Price-Anderson, they think they're protected. That's called the Immunity Act in Congress. But they're not protected from fraud. It throws back onto the taxpayer. And at the state level, they ripped the state of Utah. Now remember, I did all this work. while I'm fighting leukemia. I mean, I was fighting them when I was in the bone marrow transplant. So I go clear back to 2010 when I was battling them inside the legislature. I mean, there's videos all over out there me battling with them. I mean, just dozens of them. But here we go at it. That's it. Idaho National. That's at Atomic City. My friend bought the bar. And of course, it's buffering. It's Kevin Blanche. Let's see, I'm up there all the time. The floor construction signs were there. I was having a fit. Then they disappeared. I've been up there dozens of times fighting them. It's a great video there. That's when I got rid of the floor construction sign. It was up there. Remember they called the tanks out on me? And the tank come rolling up on me? That's the first nuclear reactor. So I'm up there all the time. Been up there dozens of times getting the word on what that's where they're supposed to be testing them. They're not testing them. It was a sham from the beginning. Great video, by the way. Who's holding the camera? I don't know. Probably just ask somebody too. All this work, I mean, literally dozens and dozens of videos up there in the state capitol, battling with them. I mean, I'm just looking through right here. There's 143 NUSCALE videos. Here we go. This is inside the Utah State Capitol. No, that's a different one. It's me in the Capitol fighting NUSCALE. There's a really great video. Me asking these legislators why you voted for it. They told me because I can. Where is that thing? Oh, here, that's a good one. I like this one. That's outside the Capitol. It's a great video. Make a list. Yeah, do everything. Do all the work. I don't get paid. I don't get any money. So I do all this dirty work for these attorneys. Nobody's ever going to give me 5 cents. What a journey. What dirty work I did. What'd I get for it? Nothing. Well, I got open heart surgery twice. I got kicked off Medicaid by Mike Lee. That's what I got. There it is. I helped him put that sign up. We found it out back. That's at Atomic City. That's a great video. I wonder who's holding the camera there. I think Winston's girlfriend is on that one. It's a great video, by the way. Really a great video. What a journey, huh? So anyway, but they've got me buried in kettles so deep, you know, no one can find me. By design, here we go. I'm asking these guys. This is right as the vote's going down. And they passed it. I'm asking them, why'd you vote for it? Because I can. Paul told me. Snow, he's in one of these videos. He voted against it. He's a good guy. So, not all of them were on the bribe. God, what work. Nice stock chart, huh? So, they took it public. Now, Kenwood Financial, let's back to that. Ended up being a Ponzi scheme, which I'm the guy that exposed that right off the gate. The South American gangster went to prison for it for the Ponzi scheme. So I should have avoided it right there. Oh, it gets more corrupt. Then Obama and Trump both doubled down, gave him the money. First Obama did. Trump quadrupled it. All federal, and then the state of Utah passed it to make it alternative. I'm like, no, AMPS is for wind and solar. As part of the group about it, they ripped us off. I says it's all void. They have to get a license from the NRC, right? Wait till you hear this one. So when Trump gets in, he names Christina head of the NRC. She used to work with Jose Reyes at Idaho National Lab. That's right. They worked together. Should have been void, and she passed it by one vote. It passed. What? That's fraud. She worked with the CEO. She worked with this guy right here. They worked together at Idaho National Lab. That guy. Now, I asked Sean Reyes if he was related to him at the Bear River Massacre in Idaho. It's on video. I asked him, the Attorney General. He said, no, I'm not related to the guy. I said, what about these SMRs? They're testing right over here, the hill, whatever. I don't know anything about those. Okay. He turned around and says, like, clear, I'm not related to the guy. Which I'm sure he's not. He told me he wasn't. He isn't. Now, the Utah, and I'll agree with the Attorney General's office because I got them up to speed this winter. I was at the ball game, at the Raptors game, running some guys and got them up to speed on this. And it's like they said, well, the Utah State Legislature passed it. I says, yeah, but there's still fraud involved. And they're like, well, that falls onto the FBI. I'm like, I agree. I think that's right. I think Utah State Attorney has an out on this. I think, and of course, where is the SEC? What? Where's the SEC? So you can see the class action because they knew and they unloaded all their stock. And it wasn't just Reyes, it was John Hopkins. He goes, John Hopkins? No, not the doctor. Yeah, he worked for the company. He was a big wig. Colbert? Not to be mentioned with the Colbert who called Fukushima hoax and his YouTube site went to the moon. I don't think they're related. I hope not. I don't know. So anyway, visit HBSS, and they won't give me any money. I just did all the work and exposed this from day one. Let's go back to the stock chart. Okay. So they know it's a sham. They know it's not working by now. This has been going on since 2010. This fraud, they got the funding, when Fukushima happened, blah, blah, 2011. So I've been fighting them that long. They knew it was a sham. So they went to Utah, to all these little municipalities. They went to Brigham City. They went to Kaysville's the best one. That guy in Kaysville's so corrupt. And all of a sudden, they just says, here's $200,000 for each one of these little places, Murray, Logan, to form a consortium to promote this. Well, what's this 200? It's just a grant from the government here. And they gave it to individuals. And the individuals just set up some kind of shell thing saying, and they didn't do anything. They just got $200,000 each free, one individual. Guy in Kaysville, Morgan, Brigham City, Logan, Murray, just pocketed. They didn't do anything. It's such a sham. Who funded that? The Utah State. You're a ratepayer out of your bill if you pay Utah Power Light. Now, the sad thing is, so they knew it was a sham by the time they took it public. They took it public when? December 11, 2020. Now, I'm an old investment banker. I'm an old Wall Street guy. I taught the derivative arb class at the #1 school of business in the country. I was a student professor. The #1 school of business in the country where I'm at right now, Weber State. So they knew it was a sham by now. So they take it public. The range was between 10 and 15. And of course, it opened at the bottom range. So what happens when you take New York Stock Exchange? Jose Reyes rang the bell. So what happens on the New York Stock Exchange? That's my old job. I'm an old derivative arb guy, Wall Street guy. So once it goes public, the stock market itself, via government subsidies, will support it. Its IPO, they will support it by buying it, just like the Fed buys, T-bills and stocks now, which is so corrupt. And they support it. Well, then when everything bubbled, when the Trump and Biden's stimulus package is flooding in. Both of them, those stimulus, but those PPP ripoffs, they just bubbled everything. It bubbled. Everybody's arguing with me. I mean, it's 1487. Oh, it's a great buy, blah, blah, blah. You were saying it was bad here. I'm buying the dips. Oh, look at this. That's a freaking chart, right? So they knew. So let's go back to here. They got the date here because they can read an insider trading report because it has to be part. NUSCALE in amps. Now, what's amps? Utah Alternative Energy Municipality Power Systems. It was for wind and solar. It's Utah. It comes out of your power bill. They ripped us off. That's Utah. AMPS is Utah. They ripped us off. So you can see the dates on why the class action is the dates they have. They have March 15th and November 8th because they were lying. Because these are the days that he was dumping. You can see what dates. It's public. You can Google around. There's public knowledge on insider trading. They have to disclose it. So there's tons of articles out like this. This is just the one I grabbed. So they knew it. So they take it public. What a pyramid scheme. Dump it. And they scammed all the investment bankers. They scammed the venture capitalists. And then they knew it was they never tested anything. They were never testing up there. I've been up there so many times. Like I said, I've been up there. Remember when they called the tank out on me? I went up there. How many times have I stood in front of there? I mean, again, let's go back to the videos. I mean, there's like 100. So many videos of me up there protesting the shit out of this. Remember when I caught it looked like something was burning there? I'd wrap that freaking old license plate around my neck. What a deal, man. These are all NUSCALE freaking videos. I'm tracking it all the way down, short it, and I'm telling everybody, I don't trade, I'm fighting cancer and open heart surgery, as you know. But these are all fighting NUSCALE videos. They go all the way back. There's hundreds of them. On location. Oh yeah, then Cox decides he's going to do it with Bill Gates up there in camera. I mean, so we're not getting shammed just by NUSCALE in Idaho. Jose Reyes, we're getting, here's one, 666. That's me at Arco. That's what the sub really is, 666. I got all those, that's up there right on Arco. What they did to that place. There we are, Idaho National Lab. I got hundreds of these. What the hell? Here we go. I mean, hundreds of them. Literally. I mean, fraud, NUSCALE. I mean, for years, I just hammering it. There's me asking John Huntsman about it. I asked Mitt Romney about it. I asked Sean Reyes about it. I asked Governor Herbert about it. I asked Governor Cox. They're all online. But I get no credit, no funding, no nothing. Not from anybody in Utah. They're too busy giving Tim Ballard money. It's one-man band, Blanchism. Who would believe that after all these years? It's me, by myself. Weed from the sea, Kevin D. That might be the one where it blew up. Oh yeah, there's the floor sign. See it? It's gone now. That's when they called the tanks on me. Is this the video? I think so. 4 years ago. That's Winston's girlfriend. Mothers for Adams all over in there. What a fucking channel. Clean. There's Diablo Canyon. Mothers for Adams. Now, why would that be on the desk in downtown Pocatello? That's at the gates at INL. That's right at the gates. I mean, I have hundreds of them. Oh my God, what a fucking deal. Hundreds of them. Is that the one where it blew up? Inside the legislator. I mean, God, talk about work. I don't know. So anyway, what a battle, huh? Oh, there, I love that one. Remember that? Up at Idaho National Lab, when that guy, fangs going in the back of his head. You know, they had an accident up there in 1961. Where in the hell is this at? Yeah, who knows? All floor construction scumbags, probably in front of their offices. On location, but nobody listened to a word I said. You know, why didn't you short it? Fighting for my life full of cancer. That's a great video here, by the way. That's at Atomic City. I love that video. Those are great videos. My buddy Blake owns it. He bought it up there. He went to Weaver High School with me. Those are such good videos. But I don't know. So NUSCALE sued again. Is that in San Diego? Yeah. My grandfather's grave. That's my great grandfather, the Mormon Italian medal. That's Abe the First himself. I'm his grandson. Great grandson. That's in San Diego. That's a great video, by the way. Old Town. So, I don't know. I tried. I did everything that I could. You know, but they ripped me off and I don't get nothing. He's a great guy. He voted against it. That's the day of the vote. That's inside the Capitol. Real good guy. So, I tried. So, they get sued again. Today. Third one. This is the third lawsuit. Where's the SEC? What about us in Utah? And I'll agree with the Attorney General's office in Utah. I have to agree with him on this. Even though Reyes played dumb with me at the Sean, well, I don't think he did. But so not really. But Utah said, "Where's the FBI? Where's the FBI?" So there you go. Stay tuned.